Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me well or not. I was having a lot of issues this morning. Um, Needless to say, I'm not ready right now to trade, and I'm not gonna try to be a superhero because although I got up really early and I know what's going on in regards to news and different things today, I'm trying to set up the rhythm here. I was having a lot of issues logging in to my trading platform this morning due to the problems with the documents that I needed to sign on the Securities and Exchange Commissions and YSC and um, NASDAQ and all that kind of stuff. So um, that's that. It's pretty messed up. I'm not ready here to. If you notice here, the camera's a little bit different today. Still trying to figure out how to use it here. Um, the light is hitting me a little too strong there. So I'm trying to accommodate myself. Again, the reason why I'm changing the camera is because over the last couple of weeks, I've been sitting on that position to just help see things a little bit better and to be in the camera with you guys, right? And that has hurt my back, right? And now my back hurts like pretty bad, right? So I've been trying to get a camera that looks a little bit different, so that way the camera's here now, microphones here, monitors are here, so that way I can you know, be positioned in a better way. And that way my back can relax a little bit, so I'm a little bit more lean towards the back on my share. Hoping that you guys can hear me well. Take a look at yeah, my back, it's been killing me, honestly. Pretty bad. I got up really early this morning to work out. And not to work out per se, but to do some of um, exercise for my back. Over the last week or so, it's been really extremely difficult. The back pain has been brutal. This morning, I got up early and I was trying to do everything on time, and then as I was logging in, I needed to sign the documents. Funny thing is, I couldn't remember my DAS password because I have a automatic login with the password saved on the platform. So it was a little hard for me to log in into DAS and sign the documents. I had to go back, try to remember the password, and do a bunch of things. So that took me time. And so I couldn't do the thing on time. And this is the reason why I'm a little bit late today. All right, so We can see a small pen here in the 5-minute time frame on this name. How it worked, needless to say, because you already seen it. Reversal from the top there. I'm not trying to be a superhero here again. It took me some time to come into the market today, so I'm not trying to anticipate any moves. I wasn't ready for anything. And right here, I find myself trying to anyway, trying to do the right thing. Is the audio good for those of you that have a second to answer? I've noticed that you wrote, Sean, on the group that you apply for margin over the weekend. They're gonna take some time to answer. They're probably gonna answer over the week. Watching GPS from afar here. Oh God, what is going on? Kind of felt sleepy there for a second. Okay, guys, if the audio is good, okay, thank you. Again, I'm trying. Today is the first day that I'm trying the new camera, and I had to set up all the streaming thing over the weekend with the new camera and the microphone and the windows. My daughter, this computer is off limits. My setup is like untouchable. Now, if she wants to watch something, I tell her, I allow her to watch whatever, Netflix or YouTube, from that computer there. Because that's the computer I used to blog, but not the trading computer. She, for some reason, I was doing something there and she couldn't figure out what I was doing, so she came to this computer. And she closed many windows on my trading setup. And I had to rearrange, open all of the windows again and set up all my windows. And that was like Saturday, and I was pissed. And I had to fix all of the things with the streaming platform too, because every time you make changes, you gotta go back and change everything and all the windows. Every time, if you close the window, you have to then create the window again from scratch. And you know, I didn't have it saved as that particular window that she closed was my main trading setup on that monitor there, not one of those there, but this one there. And it was like the ones that I use for 4 scanners and 3 time frames for me to trade. And so that's the one that she closed. She closed the 15-minute window, and she closed the window that has the scanners on the 1 and the 5. And you know, I got a little, but again, I was just like, breathe, because you know how to do it. Say, baby, listen, if you need to use my computer, please don't touch it. Go to the other one, or ask me for it. Like, ask me to use that one if you don't know how to do it. But this one here, I don't allow nobody to touch anything. Not coming next to it with beverages, liquid, water, juice, nothing. It's off limits. I don't allow anybody, no one touches my computer. And you might say that I'm crazy. and it's just not that. I'm not paranoid or nothing like that. This computer is actually pretty expensive, and I do not allow people to get, because the thing is that if something happens and something spills on it, last time that a computer went back, it was that one there. You guys remember the hard drive went bad, and I sent that. It took about 3 weeks for me to get it back. So if I allow anybody to get close to my trading computer, because that computer right there is not as powerful as this one. It is a little, it has a couple of things that I use and it's great, but it's not as powerful as this one here, as my trading computer that is actually dedicated for trading. So my computers they have their own, I dedicate computers for things, right? I use computers for one thing and another computer for another thing. So this one here, it was dedicated for that, like trading. So if I get this one mess up, 3 weeks is not gonna work for me. So it's just that. But it was just me telling you a little bit of a story about my weekend. Hoping you guys had a good weekend here as well. I got up really early today. Worked out a little bit on my back. I stretched. I moved a little bit. Kind of took a nice shower with hot water. Although I shower every morning anyway. Once I get up, the first thing I do is I put coffee. I have an old-fashioned percolator, and so I put the coffee in a very low fire level on the stove, and I go to shower, put some cereal in a bowl, whatever, have breakfast, drink my vitamins in the morning. Oh, I forgot to drink the one, to kind of have my brain all set up for the day. And it's just that. HTC on the move, though. HTC on the move. Which one am I going to take out here? This one's not moving well. TVIO. Is that the one? HTC. HTC 376. Inverted hanging man, 1 minute time frame VAL. OAS keeps going up. OAS. Small flag on the 1. Going towards the 2. See, I'm trying to send an order here, but I feel a little over the place. I feel like a little bit all over the place here. So I'm letting... I'm so sorry. I'm letting the trade come to me. Trying to figure out here if there's going to be a little reversal on GPS, though. I'm watching GPS. Nice pennant formation on the daily and WRTC. Very low volume though, that's an issue. OXY, possible bear flag pattern. On the prior 5-minute candle. 2257. 2257. OS keeps moving higher. Yeah, I swear, man. I tell people don't touch my computer. That's it's off limits. Don't touch my computers. Let's see here. Okay, GPS now is setting up. Let's allow this 5-minute candle here. $12.89. Alright, let's see here. OAS keeps moving higher. OAS keeps moving higher. Still watching GPS. I have a message here. That message I can take care of a little later. Okay. So now possible reversal. 1292. On GPS. Coming down. Watching how it plays out in 5-minute time frame GPS. Small flag on the 1-minute time frame. Watching 1287. 1287 GPS. $12.87 holding. Still 5-minute candle has a hanging man on 5-minute time frame GPS. So I'm gonna try to fix something here. This light, give me a second. The camera needs some lighting in order for it to work in a good way, but I noticed that the way that I positioned the camera and the light was actually hitting a little bit on my monitor and it was reflecting on my face, and so that didn't really help out a lot, and so I was feeling a little shaky on the eyes, and that wasn't fun for me, right? So I figured I needed to move it to make it work a little bit better for me. I hope that readjustment that I just did is going to stay in a good way and that's not gonna bother me anymore. Okay. Yeah, feels a little bit better now. I feel a lot better now with the light this way. Now I know that I should set it up going towards the corner, and the reflection coming right back down to my face, so that way the light is not hitting me as hard in my face as it was. And that way I feel a little bit better about everything else, you know. Hammer 5-minute time frame. Still, again, 1287 was the spot that I was watching on GPS. I'm letting the work, this trade work out, coming down. As you notice here, it came down, but it didn't follow through and came right back up. Another, this is a gravestone doji with a doji here, again coming down. The first reversal we having, if we're gonna have a reversal here, the final, though the stochastics is showing the overbought levels right now, the 5-minute time frame. So see how this thing works out. This is a trend line that should pay attention. Which one is the number here? 5. Yeah, see here, 5. This is 5 and 5. Man, I made a mistake here. See, as I was telling you guys that everything has changed. Missed for a second something that I was watching here. A little trend line going up with this, like that, right? And I was watching that little trend line there. I see I was holding a possible bear flag formation here, but it didn't happen. It held, came right back up, and now coming down. See here, the low of this candle here, 1287, exactly the same number that I was talking about a minute ago. 1287 just hit for the second time, but it's holding that area again. I think it might not hold for long. It looks like it might actually pull back and keep going down. I have a 1285 on my montage in case he decides that he wants to come down. I got an order there, but not order sent or nothing like that to the market. Just that I have that area there on watch with the order already set up. But small order, 400 shares at $12.85. See if it wants to come to that area and see how it works when it does. For the last couple of times it has tested, it has actually bounced off of that area, so we didn't have any kind of follow through there. I can hear my kids playing on the other room. Seems like they're having so much fun there. $12.87 keeps hitting, and I'm trying to breathe it out, take it easy, and just go with the flow here. See how market interacts with the prices. We have a little bit of a whipsaw this morning in the spider, to be honest with you. Since the market opened today, you see big wicks going down. Those areas on the market's being bought up, so the prices are coming down, coming down and being bought up and up and up, and so the price are being rejected. And this is, some of these names are beta names that, you know, they perform alongside with the market. So Also watching Macy's though, with a possible reversal. I'll put in this window here. Possible reversal Macy's. You guys can hear my kids in the background and they having fun. So my apologies about that. That really didn't sound like much fun. That was a cry. That sounds like he was not having fun right on that spot. Alright, so what's happening here? Move this one a little bit. Or not really. Nothing there. Market dropping right now. Pulling J blue here in this window. This big web cell. OXY, same thing, and WPX. GPS holding and HTC with topping can on the 5 coming down. Again, a little bit of a whipsaw here though. Market just going sideways. I'm not trying to be a superhero here. I'm not trying to force any kind of trades, and as you can notice, this GPS or gap being holding that 1287 pretty well. There's somebody comes here. What's going on? Yeah, I'm live streaming now, baby. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that, guys. COTY, we spoke about that stock a couple of weeks ago. Having that one on the watch list. As this thing keeps moving here, let me just see if I can share with you some other one of the let's see here, scenes that I have picked up. This is another one of the windows that I have. As you notice down here, you got the spider. Nathan, go mommy, please. I have another window here dedicated to the spider. I don't move this one here. I have this one just for the spider. If you notice here, I have 2 more scanners on this window. So this is one of the windows that you don't see regularly while I live stream. So different names. I'm keep an eye on many names throughout the day. This is another. Guys, give me a second. Ida, hi. Good morning. Go, mommy, please. Alright, thank you. Close the door for me. Close the door for me, please. Close the door. Thank you. Thank you, Ida. Okay. Sorry, guys. So, let's see another scene. Oh, this is the same one. Alright, let's switch it off here. Why? Hold up. Scene 2 was not supposed to be that. This one. It's not supposed to be that. So let me switch it off. Daily. Nope. That's not the daily. Daily. Okay, that's the one that I was looking for. So, here for example, you got WRTC. If you notice on this window. Again, this is one of the windows that you guys don't see regularly. So I keep an eye on many names, as you notice here. HRTX, small panel of daily MXR. Picked up this one, though I gotta say I didn't buy this thing. I'm gonna start using my swing trade account now. I didn't feel comfortable enough for the prior couple of weeks because the market was too volatile and I didn't want to risk much. And so, but for example, Trip, if you notice here, this hammer was actually pretty decent. It came up right away. The following day, you look at the level right here, 1576. got high on the follow. This was over the weekend, and then came up on the following trading session, 1925 from $15. So it was actually a pretty decent move. As of right now, you can see this 125 and change, and COTY double bottom formation right here. With this couple of dojis that we had, it started to come up. Bottom here 321, top 469. Actually moved very well. As of right now, this watching CRC, 4 million shares already traded. You see this gap up today to the prior resistance trend line right here, 276. Decent gap in between. And so on and so forth, you know. Watching how this thing reacts. Check this out, 1287. Gotta watch how this thing comes to retest the same area again. 1287. You gotta watch this trend line here, because this might come down, and now that it's going to interact for the third time, might not actually hold it, right? So there's could be a chance that we can break under this area and come down. This type of setup is a setup that we see many times, including on JetBlue on the last trading session of Friday. Oh my God. Okay, fixed. The share went back all the way back. Like I was rocking the share. I didn't want to go all the way back like that. So on JetBlue last trading session, we saw how this thing came down a couple of times. Here, 1, 2, and the third time that it interacted, it didn't hold and it just flushed. That was on JetBlue last Friday. So this is the type of formation that now I was kind of looking for, looking at how it was interacting. We have a 15-minute doji, which might not hold. Let's see how the price actually interacts now, but just going sideways. I'm not trying to be a superhero here. Just trying to see how the market is going to react to these things. And very unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I can hear that. Turn it down a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Hey Kaylee, I can see you messaging me. Kaylee is my daughter, by the way. If you notice my name. My name is Kellyanne, right? My mother's name is Kayla. So my daughter's name is Kaylee. She was named after us, me, my mom. Right, so it was just quite something there. So again, yeah. Hello, Kaylee. Let me just say hello. Hello. So she feels good. She's a 7-year-old, guys. My little daughter there. Genus. Let's take a look at Genus. I was just looking. Do I have Genus on a window? I think I had. No, I just rolled it out this way, just this morning. Or was it yesterday? Oh, Genus looks good as a short, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're long on Genus. Let's just bring Genus here for a second. I'm not gonna. GPS coming down again towards the 1287. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Genus. Well, Genus on the daily looks a little overextended here. Let me just pull this up real quick. As a short, I will tell you that it looks good. I think it has a little bit more room to run to the downside. So if I wanted to trade this thing, I wouldn't hold it like long term. I don't know what the news are, to be honest. I know that it has moved parabolic over the last week. I don't know exactly what the news are in this one, to be honest. Can't recall. I know that I read something about it last week, and I can't recall what it was. But I wouldn't trade it for a swing like long term. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna roll out SABR. SABR looks kind of decent. Let's just take out HTC. Genus. Let me see if I can add something on the stream here, so you guys can see. Oh, let me just go back to the main scene, because I forgot to change it up. GPS helped well. Going to $13 there. Copy. Let me add screen. Do I have to add a screen or monitor? Let's do a smart selection here. Hold up. Yeah, why not? Let's go a smart selection here. Let's see how it looks. You guys can see this thing. I gotta roll this out so you don't see. This is how my window looks like. So let me try to bring this out. For a second so I can okay, all right, so that is how my window looks like. Let's see here, layout, nope, and roll it up, and I need to webcam move up. Okay, so that's exactly how my main window, my main trading window looks like. You notice here I have the 15-minute on the top. I have this montage here with the time and sales. Oh god, I'm not protecting something that I don't usually share right there. Anyway, I'm gonna take it out in a second, so I just wanted to show you guys how it looks. I don't usually show this thing like that because it has the account right there, and I usually don't do that anyway, but I don't think you guys are gonna do nothing with that account number anyway. But I just wanted to show you real fast how my main window looks like, so that way you can see that how I decide to, you know, use my setup for my trading. That's my main window right there. That's what's in front of me. That's the pictures that you see there that I share on the group, on the trading group, on a regular basis, and so on and so forth. GPS how very well. You can see a little formation here. Looks didn't think we were gonna hold this way, and actually didn't look at the formation before it actually held. Genus is bouncing off. Genus bouncing off the 5. Hope you guys are having fun today. For me, I haven't put any trades in today. Been a little slow though. Having that little reversal. I really thought that we were gonna have a better reversal of 1287 on GBS. It held. It held. All right, let me see something. Very important message that I just got here now. Let's see, it's my brother sending me something, which is my developer for traceconley.com. He was fixing something that I asked for. All right, I'm trying to find out. Here's the thing. I'm talking to him about it, about a couple of things that we need to fix on the website, because I've been trying to run a little bit of traffic over to traceconley.com. But when you go on your phone, it doesn't look as well as in the computer because it's assuming it's not okay. So when you go on your phone, it gives you things by session and not the whole website. And so I don't like that because people can't really see and appreciate everything that's happening there. So I wanted to fix that, and he's talking to me about that now. Let me take a look at Macy's here. Yeah, I don't like it either. Well, today seems like it's not the kind of day that I was planning for. But regardless of that, when I was able to log in, finally was able to log in into my trading platform. Alright. It was already too late. I wasn't able to scan anything, and I'm pretty sure I'm, being left behind. Some of the people that probably did their homework over the weekend, so I did. Most of my the stocks that I was actually watching was oil and gas. Call ahead. If you're sick, call ahead. Just listening to an ad about coronavirus here. SABR. Take a look at that. SABR. Rejecting 100 simple moving average on the daily. Low 990 here. Really slow. Let's see something here, guys. Just take a look at Take a look at OXY. Gino's pulling back really hard. Looks like he has some kind of fishhook formation there in a 5-minute time frame. I don't know if you guys are still watching that stuff. They pull back really hard. OXY here. Pulling strong. Alright, COTY is having a green day, pretty decent day today, going higher there. MLND as well, 475,000 share trader today, on top of the 50 simple moving average on the prior area support, $2.13. Let's see if I can show it to you here. MLND. Look at it right here, side of the pocket right there. Came up and rejected that 50 simple moving average on the daily a couple of times. Had a retest here to the 13 prior area inside of that pocket. Right now going towards the prior high here, 277. Go in there, 475. Side of this pocket. Let's see how it works over the next couple of days. Not a million shares traded there yet today, not even. Important to keep an eye on it. Macy's having some sort of round top formation right now, rolling over GPS. Didn't get down and didn't reject. Sorry, the 1287 area. And OXY, not a horse that I want to chase. I'm not gonna be shorting into support, and for me to be interested in this one, I would like to see a bear flag pattern formation though. So for right now, it's a little overextended with a spinning top formation on top of the VWAP and 100 simple moving average in the 5-minute time frame when it got rejected down there, rolled down. If you guys see it there, it rejected very nicely with spinning top formation there on top, right on top of the VWAP. Came down 23.39 under, broke down 22.34, about $1 move right there from that spinning top formation reversal. Right now coming down, and it will be pretty decent to wait for a bear flag pattern if you want to enter as a short. If not, I think it will be a decent idea to wait until it gets close to $22 right here. The trend line, you can see, probably pick up a couple of shares down there to 22 or close to 22. Try to pick up some shares down there for a reversal entry, picking up the bottom right there. Again, I'm not saying that you should, try to catch a falling knife. I'm saying that don't short, like I would not short OXY as of right now, going down there. So I wouldn't be shorting into support 22. You just got 16 cents to get down there. So I wouldn't really short that. CHK. Yeah, it's been held a couple of times today, Arto. GPS flag on the 5-minute time frame though. OXY. Pretty nice reversal. Just spinning type formation on the 5-minute time frame. About to test that $22 mark. I think we might end up having a reversal at some point here. You can see the whipsaw on the spider this morning. Not looking like something that I would send out. Spider is just being a pretty decent whipsaw. I say pretty decent because I'm talking about whipsaw. A bunch of wicks all over the place there. You don't have any kind of really pattern formation that you can say that you can actually use to send out a trade. And even in Macy's, it's a lot of whipsaw there. I don't feel like today's market though. Like it doesn't look pretty though. I was gonna look at something. Can't remember what it was now. JetBlue coming down. Little bit of confidence in this one. JetBlue. So much whipsaw on the market today that I don't feel kind of like interest in sending an order or something like that there. Okay, let's see. 1 minute better flag pattern on JetBlue. 1440. Breaking down. I don't know how far it can go really. It looks like doesn't look too great though. Yeah, coming down. Which means the JetBlue might end up doing the same thing. Actually, JetBlue coming down as well. But this mess here, though, is what I'm talking about. Look at how it comes. Test an area, come up, come down, up, test again, and then follow through. You see? So this area consolidation comes up and have a retest. Look at the low of this candle here. 1966 right here. Then it comes down here. 1966 again. 1965, I think. And by the penny broke down, but held. Come right back up. Consolidates, comes down to retest the area. 1961 comes up, reject the 100, and then takes the 100 as resistance as it comes down and comes right back up to reject the 100 again on that bear flag pattern on the 1 minute to come down. But this is the mess that I sometimes I'd like to be watching from afar to see how the stock is actually going to react to the highs or lows here, because if you notice here, the same kind of pattern that we were talking about on JetBlue not too long ago at 1287. So the same thing. Let me just go back. JetBlue, the same thing here. Well, come up, down, and then follow through. So it's just that 1287 area. If you notice right here, 1462. Wait a second. We're talking about 1287 somewhere. Was that JetBlue though? I think it was. Where's my trend line? There's something wrong here. I don't know what's going on. But I had a 1287, and I was talking about that. How's it 14 now? Or was it 1487? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a little. UPS had a reversal there from 1310 area, something like that. Let me see. Not as much. 1318. 1296 right now. OS coming down. A little bit of a whipsaw in the market today. Not the favorite moves that I would say I want to see though. Ah. Come, mommy, please. Come. It's okay. Wait. Oh, okay. There's a horse. Here. Hey, wait.
Lingo Kids, the natural way to learn English.
Here.
Let's brush his
Okay,
teeth.
take him out. Wait. Go. No. Yeah. Okay. Close the door, please. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Xbox. Xbox. The market has been quite something today. I'm actually sit on my hands. Sometimes it's better to sit on your hands and try to do something stupid. Trying to be a superhero when there's really not much to see. Look at this real quick here. Look at how CI has been hovering around the same area. I have to say though, my back feels a lot better. Reclining like this feels good. Feels like, God, feels so good. Yeah, I was just trading on an angle like this to be able to show my face in the camera for the last couple of weeks. That stuff, I don't know how, whatever happened with my back. Wasn't fun. Feel a lot better now today. Now with this camera here, you guys can see me there. Ooh, hopefully you guys can see me well. But it feels a lot better, to be honest. And not being like forcing myself towards the front, having an angle on my back, that being leaning towards the back helps me relax a little bit more and kind of woos out more. Even looking at the formations on the trades, I don't have I feel a lot better, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more not rushed, and I can feel like I can see from far back what the price of stock is doing, and feel like I'm inside of a somewhat of bubble. Well, a feeling of peace of mind, and I can see everything going on in front of me here. It feels like I have a better idea and understanding about what the price of the stock's actually about to do. And I have to say, it feels good. It feels really good. It feels a lot better than what I was doing over the last couple of weeks. Let me just try to fix this camera up a little bit here. All right, let's take a look at Macy's. Anything you guys want to ask? Any questions that you guys have? Any concerns that you might end up having? If you do, please let me know, and I'll try to answer the question. To the best of my abilities, though. I have to say though that I'm gonna get a little bit more organized with my schedule during the day. Um, because I think that the more organized you are, the better you can perform in regards to maybe, and if you, the freedom, the freedom. But this is a mental business, and it actually affects everything in your life. So I think in order for us to perform well when it comes to trading the markets, or again, trading is a way of making money, not needing to sell your time for something else. That's the way I see things. For example, I am licensed real estate, as you guys know. I don't work real estate. I just have a license. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the license I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and it just expired on May the 22nd. So I have to log in into the DOJ, or Department of, so whatever department it is. Then I have to log in and pay for the license again. It's like $50 that I have to pay, $55. Not to lose my license, because I still wanna get the license. It took me about a year and like a year 2 months to get the license. So I just don't want to lose it. Although I don't work it, but it's just the freedom. In real estate, either investing or working or whatever you do, like if you're an independent contractor on anything you do, the freedom is actually something that you can enjoy. When it comes to trading, though, this is so much of a performance kind of business that it will affect everything else in your life. And let me see something here, because going back to what I was saying, let me see something here. There's something I gotta take out. So, going back to what I was saying, trading is so much of a performance type of thing that it will most definitely affect the everything else in your life, your personal relationships, the way that you interact with people, because you feel like you are as good as your last trade, pretty much. And as an athlete performs on, they try to maintain their bodies on peak performance, on peak health ways or mental things, and they take time to meditate. This is a same type of thing that we have to do. For example, if you're gonna trade and you wanna trade and be consistent and be able to perform well in the markets, you need to create a organized schedule for yourself. You need to, for example, come into the market and have a schedule to say, I will trade from this time to this time, and at this time then I'm gonna do this, and one thing that I think will most definitely help out, because as blood flows into through your veins and through your brain. It will help you open up your brain to think in a better way and more capacity. Working out is actually crucial. It doesn't have to be lifting weights, but maybe going for a walk or in a kind of like a fast pace, or maybe dancing a little Zumba, or just doing push-ups or something that makes your heart beat, because you need the energy. Um, the way that you eat, the way that you sleep, everything. If you feel bad about your trading, you're gonna reflect that into everything else. You're gonna be in a corner. People are gonna talk to you, and you're gonna feel like, because you don't have the answers. But everything clicks, and it's just the more organized you are, and the more follow through you have on the systems that you create. Everything doesn't have to be trading related, but the more that you can connect and put the pieces of the puzzle together, because if trading is part of your life, that piece of the puzzle needs to be clicking with your sleep, needs to be clicking, because that part makes the whole frame of the puzzle. It needs to click with how you eat. You take your time maybe to read, to maybe go out and have a walk and sit down in your backyard and just close your eyes and maybe feel the wind, and maybe meditate about the day and what you want to accomplish. But trading is just one part of that. In order for you to perform well in that, you need to perform well in everything else. But I think that if we force the trading, sometimes we forget that all of the other parts are going to connect to the trading, and that the trading will connect to everything else. It's like having a hose. If the water that goes through the hose is dirty, then at the end of the hose, the water that the plants that you're gonna water, they're gonna be dirty, because it's gonna be dirty water. So it's just organizing things so everything has a flow in a different way, in a decent way, surrounding yourself with the things and the systems that you want to create on your personal level, knowing that for you to be organized on the following morning for your trading session, you need to start organizing your day the prior day. The time that you choose to go to sleep is important. If you scan the market the prior day is important. If you read a book the prior day is important. If you worked out the prior day is important. If you shower the morning before trading, it's like systems that you create for you, for your performance. I was listening to a podcast with LeBron James, his personal trainer, and I have to say I'm not a LeBron James fan, so, but I wanted to know how he thinks about the way that he performs and how he prepares for the season. And it was a this guy Tim Ferriss. I am not a Tim Ferriss fan either, I gotta say. I most certainly, I can't stand the way that sometimes he conducts his interviews. But that one interview was actually pretty interesting. I subscribe to his podcast. As the new podcasts that he releases, I just delete them. Many of the podcasts that I subscribe to, I delete. I don't listen to them. But once in a blue, when I see that somebody's really interesting, I will listen to it, even if I'm not a fan. And I remember that LeBron James and his trainer, they spoke about how he prepares and how he doesn't eat throughout the whole preseason and during the season, I think, if I'm not mistaken, any fried foods or any sodas and the sugars and the things, and how he works out and what he eats for breakfast, for lunch, and everything else. And the same way I listen to The Rock, how he gets up and he goes to the gym like at 4 in the morning. Another person that I follow is Jocko Willink. Jocko is an animal. He's crazy. He gets up at 4:30 in the morning every day to do whatever he does every day. But he's crazy. Like, I follow him through the podcast. He has a podcast too. I have bought a couple of his books and stuff like that. And the way that these people perform and the systems that they have created. And one of the Jocko's books is like, what's this called? Um, Accountability equals freedom, something like that. Can't remember the exact title now, but he says that you have to be. Let me try to find it. Jocko Willink's books. Hold up, but also listening to this football player, Tom Brady, the way that he eats, the way that he performs, and the works out sessions and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff I like doing. And again, it's creating a system around your life that will help you translate to a good performance when it comes to trading. Jocko Willink books. Let me see. Discipline equals freedom. That was what I was looking for. I forgot the title of that name, book. And so if you create a system and you follow through on your system, if you create a system and you if you create a system that you do follow through on your systems, and you are disciplined enough to do things consistently, it becomes part of you. As it becomes part of you, it becomes part of your character. And then it's easier for you to do everything. And this is the reason why I speak about character. It's the part of your life and your trading character. What you're good at, what you're bad at, the kind of setups that you know that you perform well with, the kind of setups that you know that you perform bad with, the kind of stocks that you trade, penny stocks or not penny stocks, large caps, small caps, mid caps, low floaters, depending on that, all creates your character. As you develop discipline on your systems, those systems will become part of you, and it will become part of your character. And because the thing is that habits actually create a character. And either you decide that your character is going to be good character or bad character. It depends on the habits and the kind of habits that you have and what you decide and you choose to do every day. That's what actually makes your character. So I hope this little conversation here has actually helped you guys in any kind of way. Because truly, trading is more mental than anything else. And in order for you to perform well in trading, you need to have, like, your mind needs to be on peak performance. And you can get away with a lot of things in trading sometimes, but when the market change and you need to adapt, if you don't have a system in place for adapting into the new kind of market that is rolling in, you're not going to be able to do well. Somewhat of a slow mo in here. I think I'm gonna take a step back though. I haven't take one trade today. I'm just sitting on my hands looking at the market, trying to do the best thing I can with what I have. Today I haven't had much to be able to use for my advantage. So really, since it's being a little bit slow, I'm gonna just take a step back and let's see what else I can do. There's a couple of things that I want to do, and there's a couple of things that I'm planning to do in regards to things that I want to do with a YouTube channel and a new set of videos that I want to do, and how the things that I want to do to help bring the trading group more value and all that kind of stuff, right? So guys, I'm gonna just take a step back here. Again, no trade so far, just been sitting on my hands. The market seemed a little bit not much action today, a little bit of a whipsaw here, and I'm just gonna take a step back to kind of just walk around a little bit, help my back not to be sitting down for long hours. Maybe go to the backyard and do something there. Look at JetBlue here. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys around. Again, remember, sit down. And if you think you're not gonna remember, buy a notebook or buy a cheap blackboard, whiteboard, whatever, with one of those little markers that you can erase or whatever, and write down the things that you want to do every day. As a matter of fact, I have a little one somewhere here, and one on the wall right here, like next to me, on things that I want to do, books that I want to read, things that I'm planning to do, and I have half blackboard in like with a sticky papers that I can actually punch in thumbtacks, and halfway is a white thing that I can actually write with a marker and I can erase. So things that I'm planning to do, systems that I need to create. Yesterday I was a little I took my time and I took a step back. Here's something that I will recommend. Because yesterday I did it. If you got a Netflix account, look for the documentary that is called, and it's a limited time, Fearless. It's called Fearless, and it's about bull riding. It's really dangerous, but you will see there how these people create systems and how they train themselves to get into that bull and to the compete, and how they block their minds to not think about the dangers about the sport, and they go all in. And so that yesterday, that helped me to think about the things that I want to do in life and how I need to shape my life and create a system and systems to help me perform and have peak performance in regards to the things that I want to be able to accomplish in my life, and how I need to follow through, train myself every day, wake up at a time, go to sleep at a time, sleep at a time, eat this type of food, work out at certain times. Just, I don't know. If you watch it, you're probably gonna get it later. You're probably gonna understand, but I'm sure that many of you have goals and dreams that I want to be able to accomplish. A destination is needed and it's a must in order for you to get somewhere. But in order for you to get a destination, there's a route that needs to be traveled. Even if you get on a plane, they're gonna have a departure airport and a landing airport somewhere. Even if they need to stop for gas at some point, and you're gonna lay over. If you're gonna go to Hawaii, you're gonna have a layover at some other airport. For example, from New York City, if I want to do that, I'm gonna go into California, LAX, layover there, and then from there another airplane that's gonna go into Hawaii. And you need to have a set plan and schedule. Everything is planned. If you're driving somewhere, you need to go and you need to know exactly how you're gonna get there. And if you mess up, you gotta try to follow the route or the route in order for you to make a turn to put you in the right direction. Life has ups and downs, but there needs to be a plan in order for you to get wherever you want to go. If you get on a boat and the boat motor, the engine goes off, the waves are the ones that are just going to and it's just that it's not going to allow you to get to where you want to go, because the waves are going to take you somewhere, but not where you want to go. You're going to be landing somewhere. And if you treat life that way, you're not going to be able to do well, because life is going to beat you and you're going to arrive at some place, and that place might not be the place that you want to be in. If I may, let me try to find it here real quick. Might want to read something for you. Proverbs here. It's a proverb. About, let me see. I walked by the least. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can read this thing. 24:30. Okay, let me go back. Proverbs 24. Let me see if I find. I want to bring you something here, and it's an idea. Proverbs 24. And I'm not religious per se. I just wanna. Let me see if I can find. Give me a second here. I just want to read something to you if you have time. Jeez, man, what is the proverb? It is about. Let me see. Let me see. I think I found it. Right, I found it. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. 25. Is it 25? Yeah. Okay. 25. And so, let me see. Let me see. Okay. I can't find this thing. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Let me see. Hey, I'm having problems here trying to find this thing. Holy smokes. I can't. Let me see here. Oh. Oh, because it's a 24. It's a 24. Let's see here. Okay, so he says, I went past the field of a sluggard. It means like a lazy person, right? Past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. Again, I went past the field of a sluggard, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered in weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. That means don't be lazy. Follow your plan and be disciplined on the things that you want to accomplish. Be disciplined, because if you just take it easy, just like, oh, take it easy here, take it easy there, all of a sudden the things that you try to build up, again, he went past the field. This person already had a field. He went past the vineyard. This person already had a vineyard. But the person had no sense. At some point, he lost his sense because he already had a field and a vineyard. But he allowed the ground to be covered with weeds, and the stone walls were ruined. So that means that his protection, his systems, the things that allow the bad things, the winds, the storm, the rains to stay out, they were destroyed. Why? Because a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, just like this, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So follow through on your systems. Create a system. Follow through on them. Be disciplined every day, as if you were an athlete, as if you were a basketball, football player. You guys like football, maybe soccer or baseball or football, NFL. You do know that they train during the off season for the regular season and then to the playoffs, and they have to follow through on their systems, on the training path, on their eating habits, on their sleeping habits, on their practices, on the workouts. If you, as a trader or anything that you want to create in life, do not have a system and you do not follow through on your system, that's what's going to happen to you. And this is Proverbs 24 verse 30. I went past the field of a sluggard, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered in weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief and scarcity like an armed man. Just wanted to leave you guys with that little message. Hope that it has served you in any capacity. Just wanted to share that idea with you guys, to give you something to think about throughout the rest of the day. Now, I will most definitely let you go, hoping that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, we're gonna keep the conversation rolling and going on Discord. For now, I'll say I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna take it easy for now, meaning not easy per se, because I want to see if I can shake up my, like my, things a little bit, just to help out on my back. And I will see you guys a little later though. So happy trading for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in a little while.